Hey, welcome back to PinSafree.com. It's Friday, June 27th, and pleasant day outside. I want to talk to you about something. Now, this channel is not necessarily something that is either pro or anti-religious or faith of any type, because I believe that people have the right to their own opinions. And ultimately, you believe what you want to believe, and you live like you want to live, and in the end, you will or won't be just depending on, I guess, what occurs, right? But I'm listening to a lot of financial videos lately, and a lot of experts regarding the goings on in the Middle East and other parts of this troublesome world. Um, and I have to wonder if any of them have actually read the Book of Revelation, and if so, are they ignoring what it said? Are they looking at it all as a metaphor and fairy tale, or are they trying to take credit in the back of their minds for something that they've read elsewhere, or if they haven't read it at all and don't understand what it's about? So, in the book of Revelation, and again, this is part of the Judeo-Christian faith, and if you're part of a different faith, you may not know what we're talking about. But in the book of Revelation, Jesus, or the angel, um, told John exactly what was going to happen in the future, and I'll lay it out the way I understand it, and I want to caution that I'm not coming to believe, and if I mislead anybody, that's a terrible, terrible thing. There will be wars and rumors of wars. There will be wars. There will be a peace. Uh, and then halfway through this peaceful period, which is noted as 7-year period, halfway through the 3.5 years, the peace will again be broken, and another terrible war will happen. Um, there will be famine, and there will be pestilence. There will be financial ruin. When you think about where they think the world is right now financially, with almost every nation in debt, with so much money being spent on war and bloodshed, and so much of the person's earning ability spent paying taxes that, and trying to pay for a debt that was never going to be paid off. You see where financial ruin is a possibility, and if there are more wars, and these wars escalate, and if these wars go nuclear, even on a small scale, the amount of damage that can be done to the environment because of radiation can destroy crops through entire regions, entire countries. So when that happens, you can see how the reality of famine and the pestilence can occur very, very quickly. So this is not rocket science, folks. It's quite the opposite. It's very simple. And if you look at parallels in history, we see that it's happened before, just not to the same extent. And in the book of Revelation, it's written that it will get so bad that if not for the intercession of Jesus, then no one will be left over. That sounds to me like the end of nuclear war, where everyone is trying to get the shit out of everyone else. So I don't know whether or not these so-called experts. So again, if you are part of the Judeo-Christian faith, and you have the Book of Revelation, read it again, try to find some clarity and understanding. It's not easy, and try to look beyond the metaphor and the fairy tale aspects that have been attributed to the Bible, because really it's not a fairy tale. It's a collection of a lot of accuracy in it. And ask yourself where we're going and what are we going to do about it. Anyways, we know that in the Revelation, towards the end, when the nations en masse around Israel destroy it, U.S. will not be anywhere to be seen, probably because it's out of the picture for whatever reason, whether it's a geological issue, or whether it's because of they're just tired of it. I don't know. Let's see what happens. But that would be one of the final signs, and we can understand that the conflicts continue where they're going right now, even if there's a short-term peace, which is a false peace. At some point, the nations around Israel will be a little tired and say, we're just going to let the people out because you're the cause of all these problems. And I want to stress something in the Bible, the way I understand it. God is not saying he's going to bless all Israelis or all Jews equally, only the ones who believe God will bless the land of Israel. The land of Israel is a geographic place, which would be inhabited by people who believe in his word, and not agnostics or atheists, because they do not believe in the word and they're going to be judged accordingly. So we'll see what happens. Keep your ears open, keep your eyes open. And if you're one of those people who don't believe in religion and things like that, that's fine. Okay, but from a risk management point of view, just a risk management point of view, if you and your family and your kids and your wife want to be happy, doesn't make any sense for you to close your ears for the possibilities and maybe admit that perhaps there is a clear sign of what's going to be going, and you should not be so stubborn as to ignore it. You should look at it and try to understand it. Anyway, if I'm leaving you with opinionsofree.com, just my soup on the bottom. This is live. And go to our site. You don't have to pay anything. Go to our site and leave your opinion on one of the many topics, including this topic if you wish. And let me hear your opinion. I don't need to know where you're coming from. I just need to know your name, first name is fine, and your geographic area, because I can know that you're married from Augusta, or Jackie from whatever St. Louis, so I can know where you're from. So I get an idea of what people are thinking in different parts of the country, different parts of the world as well. And again, keep in mind that you're not there to insult other people's opinions. You're here to express your own, to hear your opinion. Opinionsofree.com. 2025 is half over. Let's hope 2026 is better. Huh? Have yourself a great day. Bye bye.